Hey guys, if you don't know me, my name is Reagan and I love learning new things and new crafts especially, so I'm learning how to sew right now. And the first thing I successfully made is actually on this channel. It's me making a book sleeve, so feel free to watch that if you'd like. But today I'm going to be making a placemat. So here is my example for reference. Basically, I've been watching a lot of videos on how to quilt recently, and I think it looks really cool. I love the idea of it, but obviously those are quite physically large projects, and that feels like a lot. I won't lie, it feels like a lot for a first try. So when I saw people making little mini quilts, and I think they just were doing single blocks of the quilt so that they could get an idea for what it would look like and how they would make it, I decided that was a great idea, and instead of doing a block in just the square, I'm going to be making it into a placemat. I don't know how large these blocks are, but my plan is to put two side by side, or maybe more, I don't know, but that's the current plan. I'm actually only using scrap supplies except for the front facing fabric because I didn't have anything that was kind of winter, Christmas themed, and it's kind of where I'm filling a hole in my home decor right now. But yeah, so if you want to figure out, maybe don't watch me do it, but if you want to have a laugh watching me figure out how to do a 9 patch, keep watching. I definitely should have looked up a tutorial before starting, but too late now. Oh, I already don't have that. Wait, is mine? I don't think mine's in strips. But it's also not a square. Maybe this wasn't the best. Maybe this wasn't the best idea, but too late. I know it's probably a terrible idea just to wing it. But I'm considering it. My current placemat is around 12 inches by 18 inches. Thinking about the common denominators of 12 and 18, I was thinking, okay, there's 6, but I don't particularly want it just to be a 2 by 3. So I think I'm gonna do 3-inch squares. Then I'll have 4 down and 6 across. There we are. So I have not actually tried this yet. What is it? Last time I was sewing, I was using just some chalk that came with a sewing kit that I had, and it didn't work out very well, particularly on lighter colored fabrics. So I'm trying this out. I saw a lot of people using it online, and it's just supposed to make creases in the fabric, and I'm realizing I should probably iron this so that the creases that are already in here from it being folded aren't in the way. Okay, I might do that. Okay, well, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to crease it, and then I'm going to cut it. Ooh, but maybe first I should cut my spare fabric. I think it's this one. Oh, that worked very well. Makes me happy. First fabric strips done. I'm realizing that the reason that they normally do 3 by 3 is that it makes it easy when you cut up the strip after you sew it. And unfortunately, I didn't do that. So I'm gonna do squares of 2. I'm gonna sew together pairs of the fabric. I'm gonna pair all of these up, except for one, I suppose that will be extra. But I think that will be okay, because I'll have 6 pairs. I'll be okay. That's what I'm telling myself. I know there's that thing about crocheting that you think you can count until you crochet and you realize you in fact cannot count. For me, it's sewing and measuring. I think I can measure until I have to cut fabric, and then I discover no, I in fact cannot measure at all because I am never right. I don't think there's been a single time that I've been right. I'm just gonna pin all of these strips, probably in 3 places, one on each end and one in the middle. And then I'm going to sew them together. This feels scary. Ooh, I wonder if I'll have enough for a second one. Not today. Not today, but in general, I wonder if I'll have enough for a second matching one, because I was thinking that each one would be a different skill. I really thought that I could do this in an hour and a half. I have a class at 6:30. It is currently 6. So hopefully by the class I will have sewn together these strips and maybe have started cutting them for the next part. I don't think I'm going to finish the entire front, but I think I can at least get this done. I have 15 minutes before I need to log on to Zoom. So we're gonna see how many of these I can cut, I think. I'm realizing, I don't know if it matters, but one of these fabrics, it does in fact matter which direction it's in, and I've sewn all but one of them on the same side. So this is left, so I've done black left and then patterned right for all except one, and I'm now realizing that might be a problem, but too late now. I didn't sew last night, but I did pin. It took me so long. I messed up so many times, but we're all good now. I was short one pair with the pattern on the left, so I ended up ripping one of the other pairs with the pattern on the right apart so that I could make this strip, because otherwise I was short a row and it was way too short to actually be a placemat. But I've pinned together 3 squares. Let me get this, squares. And then I've got 3 more pairs I'm going to put on the squares to be rectangles. So I'm going to sew them together, and hopefully it won't take too long for me to finish up the front. Look at that! The corners match! Let's do a quick check-in. Okay, that's pretty lined up. Okay, this was the second one. Okay, not quite, but close. And I've already showed you this one. This one's lined up. I'm quite proud of that. Okay. Now that that's done, I'm gonna take the pairs and pin them so they're like that. Ooh! I did get that to line up quite well. I didn't film creating the quilt sandwich with the front, the batting, and the back. I think that's what all of this is called. Because I actually did this when I was on hold with the pharmacy. So my phone was kind of already in use. But now that's all assembled and I have pinned the corners and the centers and all of that, I am going to... I think I'm sewing it all down together, basically. Am I sure how I'm going to do that yet? No. But I'm going to figure it out. I'm thinking just going on either side of the lines, but I will admit I thought this would be straighter. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. I'm almost done now. This is where I'm at. I have the back sewn on. I've done, I don't know what to call them, the stitching in the middle that gets the kind of sandwich together. The only thing I need to do now is the binding and also trim it. But it's gonna have to wait because it's currently 10 p.m. I have a flight tomorrow morning and I haven't started packing yet, so I need to do that. And I've also run out of black thread. I have gone through, I think, 3 spools of black thread. I had the main one for my sewing machine, which I ran out of, which I didn't realize I was even running low on. And then instead of going to the store because it's late, I'm tired, it's already 10 p.m., I used like a thread from a sewing, like a mending kit, and I actually have 2 of those kits. And so when the second one ran out, I went to the third one. And during all of this, the little tiny, I forgot what it's called, but the little thing of thread at the bottom of the machine also kept running out. So I know how to wind that very well now. I have a lot of practice that and threading the sewing needle. So I guess just more skills that I have acquired during this project. So yeah, now I'm out of black thread entirely, and I kind of need more of it to finish. But I'm really happy with this. I think I did figure out how to match the corners pretty well. I do need to learn to think through what I'm cutting and sewing together in terms of the whole picture first, but live and learn, live and learn. I'm not sure if this made a difference, but the, what's this called? The batting, I think, whatever this kind of filler layer is. Mine happens to be fusible, the one that you iron on. And I don't know if that's a problem for quilting or not, but I went with it because that's what I had. And I think this will look really nice in a set. I won't do all checkerboard. I think I'm gonna end up trying some other variations, but thank you so much for joining me on this journey of learning how to match my corners and also quilting. It was a lot of fun. I hope it was fun for you to watch, although hopefully with less back pain. My back hurts a lot from hunching over the desk for this, but totally worth it. Anyway, you might like some of the other sewing videos that I already have out. I hope you have an absolutely great week, and goodbye until next time.